Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ravand English podcast. I'm Brandon, and today we're learning one of the most useful everyday topics, how to buy fruit in English. Fruit markets are everywhere. Big markets, small stalls, supermarkets, street sellers, and local shops. And no matter where you travel, you'll need a simple, clear English to ask for prices, choose fresh fruit, and talk to the seller politely. In this episode, I will teach you the real sentences people use when buying fruit, how to ask for the price, how to talk about quality, how to choose ripe fruit, how to order the amount you want, how to have a short, friendly conversation with the vendor. Just repeat after me, follow the steps, and by the end, you will sound natural and confident at any fruit market around the world. Let's begin, my friends. Part 1. Basic things you do at the fruit market. Let's start with the simple actions you use every time you buy fruit. When you understand these actions, the whole conversation becomes much easier. At the fruit market, you look at the fruit, you ask questions, and choose what you want. The seller weighs it, and then you pay. That's the whole process, simple and clear. Now, let's learn the key verbs for these steps. You look at the fruit. You look. You pick what you want. You pick. The seller weighs it. Weighs it. And then you pay. These 4 actions happen in almost every fruit purchase, easy and practical. I'm going to talk about weigh and weight because this is very important and learners often mix these two, but the difference is simple. Weigh with no T is a verb, an action. It means to measure how heavy something is. For example, please weigh this for me. Please weigh this for me. But weight with a T is a noun, a thing. It means how heavy something is. For example, what is the weight of this? Now, let's put those verbs into short, real sentences that you can say at any fruit market. Repeat after me, okay? I'm looking around. Say it. I'm looking around. I'd like some fruit. Can I choose them myself? Could you weigh this, please? Can I taste one? I'll take these. Can I have a bag? Part 2. Asking about prices and quantities. At the food market, the 2 most common things you ask are the price and the amount. These questions are simple, but they must be clear and polite. Let's learn the sentences you will use every time. Asking for the price. When you want to know the price, use these natural questions. How much is this? How much are these? What's the price for 1 kilo? How much per kilo? Asking about quantity. Different markets use different systems. Some sell by kilo, some by piece, some by bucks. And in the United States, people often use other units like pound or dozen. We already explained dozen in a previous episode. It means 12. But let me quickly explain the others so everything is clear. A pound is a common American weight unit. 1 pound is a little less than half a kilo. So, if you ask for 1 pound, it's similar to asking for about 450 grams. A box or carton simply means fruit already packed in a small container. Now, let's learn these sentences. Can I have 1 kilo? Half a kilo, please. Can I have 2 pieces? Repeat after me, my friend. Can I have 2 pieces? Can I get a small box? Can I have 1 pound? I'll take a dozen, please. Learning tip: much versus many. Many learners mix these two. Here's the simple rule. Use many for countable things, like things you can count. For example, apples, bananas, pears. But use much for uncountable things, things you cannot count easily, like sugar, rice, water. You see, we cannot count them. You cannot count water. You cannot count sugar. For example, you cannot say 1 sugar or 2 sugars. These are uncountable. So we say how many apples and we say how much sugar. Are you ready for the next part, my friends? Let's go. Part 3. Talking about quality, freshness, and ripeness. When you buy fruit, you don't only look at the price. You also check the quality. Is it fresh? Is it soft? Is it sweet? Is it ripe? These small words make a big difference, and they help you choose the fruit you want with confidence. Let's learn the useful adjectives and short sentences you can use. Here are the words you will hear and use all the time at the fruit market. Let me explain each one very simply so you know exactly what they mean. Fresh. Fresh means new, good quality, not old. Ripe. Ripe means ready to eat, soft and full of flavor. Sweet. Sweet means has a nice, sugary taste. Soft. Easy to press with your fingers. Hard. Not soft, more firm. Sour. Has a sharp, strong taste, not sweet. Here are common questions buyers ask when they want to check the fruit. Repeat after me. Are these fresh? Is this sweet? Are they ripe? Is this soft or hard? Is this good today? If you like the fruit, say it clearly. If you don't, stay polite. It makes the conversation smoother and more friendly. If you are not repeating after me, you're making a big mistake. Because if you want to learn how to speak, it's not enough if you just listen to me. You should say them out loud. Please, please say it with me. I'm a teacher. I have been teaching English for 2 decades, 20 years. I know what I'm talking about. Please say them after me, and then you will see the miracle. I'll take these. These look good. Not this one, please. This is a little too soft. I'll choose another one. Great. Now, sometimes the seller puts too much or too little fruit on the scale. Here are simple natural sentences you can use in that situation. You can say, "That's too much. Please take a little out." You see, we use the phrasal verb take out. That's too much. Please take a little out. A little less, please. Say it. A little less, please. That's enough. Perfect. Stop there. Can you add a little more? A bit more, please. Just one more piece. Perfect. Do you know the word mushy? And how about soft? They sound similar, but they do not mean the same thing. And this difference is very important when buying fruit. Soft is good. It means the fruit is ready to eat and has a nice texture. For example, this peach is soft, but mushy is not good. It means the fruit is too soft, almost broken, maybe old. Part 4. Talking to the seller or vendor. Talking to vendors and sellers is actually a really good opportunity to strike up a conversation. And look at that. What a beautiful phrasal verb, strike up. Let me explain it simply. To strike up means to start a conversation with someone, especially in a natural and friendly way. At a fruit market, that's the perfect place to practice. You can talk about the fruit, the quality, the season, the smell, the colors, anything. So I want you to learn this phrase right now and start using it. Repeat after me. Strike up. Strike up a conversation. Strike up a conversation. Let's strike up a conversation. So yes, think of fruit markets as a free speaking practice. Every seller talks to hundreds of people a day. They're used to questions, short chats, and friendly comments, and it helps you sound more confident in everyday English. Now, let's learn some natural sentences you can use when talking to a seller. But promise, you repeat after me, okay? Hi, everything looks great today. Do you have anything fresh this morning? Which fruit do you recommend? Is this in season now? When a fruit is in season, it means it's the right time of year for that fruit. This is when the fruit grows naturally. So it's usually fresher, sweeter, and cheaper. For example, strawberries are in season now. It means it's the time of year when strawberries grow and taste the best. So, now you know what this question means. Is this in season now? Are these sweet? Could you choose some good ones for me? I buy from you. Your fruit is always good. Let me ask you a question, my friends. Do you know when to use fruit and when to use fruits? This is a really common question, and the good news is both fruit and fruits are correct, but we use them in different situations. Let me make it super simple. Fruit. For general speaking, use fruit when you talk about fruit in general, not counting the types. For example, I like fruit, or I want some fruit, or he buys fruit every day. Here, you do not say fruits. You mean fruit as a general food category. Fruits. For different kinds. Use fruits when you talk about types or varieties of fruit. For example, we sell many fruits here. Or these fruits come from different countries. So when you're talking about fruit in general, use fruit. But when you're talking about different kinds, use fruits. Okay, let's go to the next part, my beautiful friends. Part 5. The produce section in grocery stores. Today, many people don't buy fruit from traditional markets, right? They buy it from grocery stores or supermarkets. For example, I buy from grocery stores. And in modern supermarkets, all the fruit and vegetables are in one special area called the produce section. Produce section. Let me explain that word clearly. Produce means fresh fruit and vegetables. So, the produce section is the area where all the fresh items are kept. Easy, right? Now, here is something very important, and many learners get confused here. The word produce has two different meanings and two different pronunciation, even though the spelling is exactly the same. A lot of learners mix them up, so let's fix that right now. First one, produce. It's a noun. This means fresh fruit and vegetables. This is the one we use in the supermarket. It sounds like produce, produce. For example, I'm looking for fresh produce. The second one, produce. It's a verb. This means to make or to create something. This one has the stress on the second part. Produce, produce, to make or to create something. For example, they produce juice from these oranges. So, the produce section has signs, labels, bags, and sometimes machines that weigh your fruit. It's quiet, clean, and everything is organized by type. Apples with apples, bananas with bananas, citrus with citrus. So, let's learn the useful English you need when shopping there. Where is the produce section? I'm looking for fresh fruit. Where can I find the apples? Do you have organic fruit? Are these pre-packed? Can I weigh this here? Where are the plastic bags? These look fresh. Do you have anything sweeter? Okay, let me explain two useful words you just heard. Organic. Organic means fruit grown without chemicals. It is usually a little more expensive. Pre-packed. Pre-packed means the fruit is already in a box or plastic container. You do not choose each piece. Okay, are you ready for the next part? The next part is very interesting. You're gonna love it. Part 6. Brandon at the fruit market. Now let's put everything together in one complete conversation. This is how a real visit to a fruit market sounds. Simple, natural, and exactly the kind of English you will hear in real life. Listen carefully and repeat the sentences after me.
Hello, how can I help you?
Hi, everything looks great today.
Thank you. What are you looking for?
I'd like some fruit. Are these apples fresh?
Yes, very fresh. They came in this morning.
Great. Are they sweet?
Yes, they are sweet and ripe.
Perfect. I'll take some. Can I pick them myself?
Of course, go ahead.
Thank you. This one is a little too soft. I'll choose another one.
No problem.
Is 1 kilo okay?
Sure, I'll wait it for you. It's a little over 1 kilo.
That's too much. Please take a little out.
How about now?
Perfect. Stop here.
Do you want anything else?
Yes. Do you have any sweet oranges today?
Yes, these are in season. Very sweet.
Can you choose some good ones for me?
Of course.
Thanks. Where are the bags?
Right behind you.
Great. I'll take these. How much is everything?
Total is $8.
Here you go. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Beautiful. You just listened to a full, real, everyday conversation from choosing fruit to paying. Now, you know how a real fruit market experience sounds in English. And that's the end of today's episode, English at the Fruit Market. You've learned the real sentences you need, how to ask for prices, choose the right amount, check freshness, and talk to sellers with confidence in markets and supermarkets. Remember, fruit markets are great places to practice simple English, ask questions, strike up a small conversation, and use what you learned today. If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and follow their Ravand English podcast for more real-life English lessons. I'm Brandon, and see you in the next episode.